So I'm basically stuck in the kitchen today because the fridge decided it had had enough. It actually sounded like it was trying to take off. Um, and we can't get a new one for another 2 days. So I'm cooking everything that is in the fridge that will go off. Some stuff we've just been storing in the conservatory because it's like 3 degrees in there, which is about right. But things like the meat and stuff, no, not gonna last. Like even milk had kind of turned to cottage cheese, and that was just overnight. So anyways, stuck in the kitchen all day, figured I want to make myself a treat. I did the cherry flavored ice cream for the kids the other day. So today I've decided, as we had one of these buzzball cocktails, Tequila Rita, in the fridge after Christmas, that I am going to make, and I had this while I was away, lemon and chili ice cream. It was absolutely roasting outside, and that was the most refreshing thing, especially as I just had extractions done. My mouth was quite swollen. I was told eat ice cream, and the place that I was at, Fat Jars, they brought me their homemade ice cream. And it was just the chili and the lemon, but I am going to attempt to add the alcohol to it. Got one thing of the double cream left, and I'm using that method that I used for the cherry ice cream because we have no freezer to freeze it in, and most definitely no ice cream machine. So I've got to cook some more meals and stuff in a bit, but I figured I'd get on this now, and then I can cook the dinners and stuff afterwards. I've still got to knock up a loaf of bread, as I'm gonna turn the beef into some kind of stew, I think, for dinner. Weather's horrendous. We're all full of this cold. My throat hurts. Hence I wanted the chili. Well, not hence I wanted the chili. Hence I wanted the ice cream. This I'm interested to try and see how it goes. So why not? All right. So first thing is, that is a lot of liquid, and it will water down our one thing of double cream because I'm only making the one part, just in case it doesn't go to plan. So I do want to thicken this as much as possible. However, the process of doing that does involve heating it, and alcohol, I believe, evaporates at either 84 or 74 degrees Celsius. I can't remember. But fluid, water evaporates at 100. So in order to reduce it, we will actually be burning off the alcohol. Hopefully not the flavor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, say, half of it and turn that into a syrup, so that there's less fluid in it. I will then dilute it with a bit more of the buzzball so that we actually do get some alcohol content in it. I don't want it to blow your mind, not that I think that little thing's going to blow anyone's mind, but being that it is a zesty limey drink. Actually, lime would be better, but all I've got is a lemon. So lime, acidic, cream, no like acidity. So, lemon, acidic, chili acidic. So I'm going to infuse the alcohol with the flavors of the lemon and the chili while I'm making the reduction. Then I will strain that out and add the sugar and make it into a syrup. Once it's very thick and syrupy, I will water it down slightly with the alcohol to get the alcoholic flavor, or the alcohol in the alcoholic flavor, and see what happens. I'm up for it. Sounds like fun. Okay. All right, let's get started. If I was using a thicker alcohol like a liqueur or a cream liqueur, a Bailey's type thing, then I could probably up the percentage of the liquid that I use, the alcohol liquid, to about 10%. But because of what I am using, I'm going to keep that down to about 5%. So I reckon it would be about 285 mils as my final ice cream product. So that times 0.05 works out at just under 15 mil. So I'm going to make sure I keep about 15 mil left over of the tequila drink that isn't reduced, because I'm imagining the reduction is going to reduce down to basically nothing. One of the chilies that I grew last year with these Scotch bonnets, they are so hot, so I'm only using one little one. And the zest of a lemon that I grew as well. Now I want it to be quite lemony, so I'm going to use a lot of lemon now. I will be leaving the lemon zest in, hence I am zesting it quite small. I will be fishing the chili out though, but if you wanted to fish the lemon out as well, just use a potato peeler and peel some in larger bits and pop that in, and then it'll make that easier to scoop out afterwards. Now I'm not adding the sugar yet, as I want the chili and the lemon to infuse for a while first. So I'll pop that on a heat on really, really low and let that do its thing. Now I had to keep a very close eye on this, as I really didn't have much liquid to work with. You can mitigate this if you've got more, so just add more of your tequila, or maybe 2 of those buzz balls, well, 1.5 at this stage. That will give you more time for the infusion, but I only had the one. So it's been infusing for about half an hour. I've scooped out the chilies, and I'm going to add about, well, just less than 1/4 cup of sugar. Now I've made sure there's enough fluid in here to at least dissolve that sugar, and it will thicken up really quickly. So I'm going to leave that just as long as it takes for that sugar to all dissolve, and it'll make a nice thick syrup, which should have the flavor of the lemon and the chili and the tequila in it, but none of the alcohol. If you did just want the flavor of the cocktail, not the alcohol, you could use all of the alcohol in this stage, and the alcohol will evaporate off. But now I have the thick syrup. I'm going to use that 15-ish mils remaining, and I'm just going to stir this in. I do want it to cool down, but I do also want the rest of the alcohol, or the rest of the buzzball, to soak in with the syrup and dilute properly, like mix in, not have too many clumps. I mean, those clumps, if they are in the ice cream, they'll probably just be like a sugary crunch to them, so that's absolutely fine. As I said, I'm leaving in the zest, so I don't mind a bit of chewy or crunchy texture in my ice cream. Now it is best to make sure that your syrupy mixture has cooled to at least 74 degrees before adding the rest of the alcohol, otherwise it will evaporate as soon as it mixes in with the hard liquid. So our syrupy liquid alcohol is completely cooled. We're going to add our 1 part, which is 270 mils of double cream. And this is still thicker than the Buzzball itself, but not completely syrupy, so it's easy to pour. And I'm literally just gonna pour that in on top because the next process will mix it all together.
40 minutes, right?
Now, my camera battery died, or my phone battery died, camera battery died during the filming of the next stage. So I'm just gonna cut in the one from the cherry video as I did exactly the same. Pop the lid on and put some tape around it because these are just old takeaway containers and I can't be sure that they're completely sealable. So just tape around the edges because I don't want the water to get in as it will crystallize. In my Ziploc bag, I've popped some ice and some salt to slow the defrosting process. Forgot the word then. Pop my tub into my bag and top it with ice. Seal it, and then for the fun bit, it's a dance party. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your ice cream. Shake your ice cream. I have wrapped a tea towel around the bag because that ice can get really, really cold. And you're supposed to shake for around 15 minutes. And then I'm just going to pop it in the conservatory and I'll check on it in a few hours, I imagine. Okay, so I must admit, last night ended up involving a lot of drama. So I didn't quite shake it for the amount of time as I did the cherry one. And it was clearly colder outside last night because the ice cubes are still frozen. So I'm just going to give this a quick rinse off to get rid of that salty flavor. Get rid of those. So, lemon, chili, tequila, ice cream. So that, and yeah, it definitely looks like ice cream to me. Let's see if we can get a close up. Ooh. Okay, here goes nothing. Now, there are a few more bits, and it is solid. If we'd have used more, if we'd added milk to it, it wouldn't have frozen as much, or I don't know, less fats to freeze. Who knows? Let's try it. Oh, that is absolutely solid. Not very scoopable. Maybe we could defrost it a little bit. Let's give it a go. Oh, that is scrumptious. That is indulgent. So creamy. The burst of lemon. Tequila flavor is very subtle. The heat of the chili hits you, but then the cold and the confusion, it's more chili next time. I think I was a bit conservative this time and I only used the one small Scotch bonnet. So more chili next time. But I'm definitely calling that one a success as well. I like it. I will leave it in the warm kitchen for a while and see what happens when it cools down a bit. Said it hasn't been anywhere near the freezer, so hi Vinny, you're stealing Mum's Ferrero Rocher, huh? Okay. Mm. All right, I'm going to put this away before I finish it all before tonight. Because when I did all the cooking, I also made dinner for 2 nights. So that is going to be a great dessert to finish it off. The kids can have the cherry though, because this one you can definitely taste the tequila in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you give it a go. But yeah, it works. Who would have thunk it?